In today's video, we're going to look at some of the accessibility features from within Canva as of October 2024. And if the files are still not up to where they need to be, I'm going to show you a product which can export out accessible PDFs. Welcome to the Accessibility Guide channel. My name is Sean Jordison, and let's jump right in. The first thing I'm going to do is get signed into my Canva account, and then we're going to select Create a Design. And let's go ahead and do a document, and we can just create a blank doc. Now in here, we do have the ability to apply a heading. So we're just gonna create some like dummy text in here. We have the accessibility guy, and then we have some text in here. And let's see what other items we can put in. Let's go ahead and put in a bulleted list. We'll do item 1, item 2, item 3. What about a nested list? Nested list 1. How about another nest? We'll do nested list. And what else can we do? We have a numbered list. Let me put some spacing in here though. We'll do test heading 2, and then we've got a numbered list. We'll do first item, second item, nested second item. All right, and there's this little plus icon for quick actions. Let's see, what can we put in here? There's a table. We can put in a table. Let's just try one out. I'm gonna do a 4-column, 2-row. We'll do sample heading, 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 and then we'll do data, data, data. And I see these little ellipses above the content. I'm going to select it and just take a look at some of the features in here. We have the ability to merge cells, add column, delete column. What about this one? We have the ability to merge cells, expand full width, or translate text. Interesting. All right, so this is our table sample. And let's make this test heading 2 a heading level 2. And then can we make it a heading level 3? It looks like we only have 2 heading levels in here. There's also an outline. That's kind of cool. We can jump around a little bit. I'm trying my shortcuts to see if I can change this text to a different level heading, but we only have heading 1 and heading 2. What about a hyperlink? Let's do a test hyperlink. We'll go ahead and make this a heading level 2 also. The accessibility guy YouTube channel. We'll take that and let's hyperlink it. Oh, I see. We have to select the text and then choose the link. Enter a link to search. And we'll put www.theaccessibilityguy.com and select done. We've got on-screen text, the link, and display mode. Let's select done. Perfect. And then what about an image? Let's get an image in here. I'm simply going to put in an image that I already have from within Canva. And let's see, can we right-click it? Yeah, we can right-click it and add alternate text. Join the tag community. Select save. Can I right-click any of these other areas? I don't see the ability to add a heading row specifically. What if I select? Oh, I can't select across either. All right, this is a good starting point. Let's go up to the file button and select accessibility and check design accessibility. And apparently I'm passing everything, so that's good. So now let's go into downloading the file. So I'm gonna select the share button and we can download the file. There's PDF standard or docx. Let's try PDF standard. Size A4 is fine, and then select download. So we have this beautiful little accessibility guide flyer here that for some reason exported to 2 pages. But now step 1 is gonna be to review the tags panel. So let's open up the tags panel, and right away, we already have a bunch of structured div tags. So it does appear that all of our content is getting tagged through. Our list items are not nesting correctly. They're just in here as top level list items. And in addition to that, they don't have the proper structure. So it's missing the L body tag, and our content doesn't have the LBL tag, which is kind of disappointing. We have many nested div tags. Oh, the table structure does not come through at all. So this content is not formatted as a table. It's simply coming through as a P tag. That's a big no-go there from an accessibility perspective. What about our hyperlink? Our link actually looks okay. We don't want this non-structured content though. We would just want to remove that tag completely. There's a lot of clutter, I would say, inside of our tags panel here. You could tell by all of the nested div tags. This makes remediation very difficult. It might work okay with JAWS and NVDA, but we're gonna have a lot of problems as this gets communicated to other forms of assistive technology like Braille displays, or if you were to take this into another format, it's just gonna be a lot of trouble. Let's see if our figure tag has alt text. I'm gonna right click it, select properties. Hey, it does have alt text, that's a good thing. All right, now let's run the accessibility checker. I'm gonna select all tools, prepare for accessibility, and check for accessibility. Start checking, and we have several areas of tag content failed for our numbered list items, and then we have tagged annotations failing for our hyperlinks. I'm gonna go into the tags panel real quick, and I actually wanna review this other list item. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, no L bodies. So let's test this in pack, and let's determine how this document is reviewed. Let's drop it into pack. Oof, we've got PDF syntax error, that's not good. Let's just look at WCAG for right now. So our hyperlink is missing an annotation. Interesting, our title is not set correctly on the export. Structural parent tree, missing annotation. Our figure tags are not inlaid correctly. What about this nesting of link annotations? Yeah. And then what about the quality tab? Because I feel like, yeah, correctness, the LI elements, they don't have any L bodies. So there's really a lot of problems with this document just from that baseline export. Headings are present without document, without bookmarks. Oh, that only applies to 9 pages. Now what we're gonna do is try to recreate this similar document in Venngage, and let's see if we can export it out as an accessible PDF. All right, so I went ahead and recreated mostly that same document from within Venngage, and we have a heading level 1 at the top, we have a list item, or heading level 2, a table, a hyperlink, and an image. Very similar to my original document over in Canva. And all I'm really testing is the export settings. So I have my content in here. I can run it through the accessibility checker by going to File, Accessibility, Check Accessibility, and I went through every one of the prompts here. So I checked for color contrast, text size, alternate text, headings, use of color, links, tables, document title, and document language, and I set the reading order on the tag order tab. So this document is ready to go. We're gonna select the download button, select PDF, and then choose download. And let's open up the file in Adobe Acrobat, and let's view the tags panel. And look at this, we have a heading 1, we have a list item that has our L body tags, still doesn't quite have the LBL tag, which it should. We have the heading level 2, we have our table with our table rows, and the table headers have been applied. So that's pretty amazing. Let's check out the hyperlink. We have a P tag, link OBGR, and our span tag. So that link is properly formatted. However, it's not a different color. Typically, your hyperlinks have 2 forms of identification. You have the underline and a different color. Let's right click this figure tag to see if it has any alt text, and it does have our alt text. Let's go ahead and run the accessibility checker for this document that came out of Venngage. We're gonna do prepare for accessibility, check for accessibility, and start checking. And the only thing in here is our table summary, and this is standard for tables in Adobe Acrobat. They need a table summary. So I'm gonna select fixed reading order, right click the table, and this is where we can edit table summary. Put on a summary and select OK, and then select close, and then let's save the file. Next, we can launch the Pack 2024 tool, and let's drag this file in there to see how it relates. And look at that, we have a PDF UA and WCAG compliant file right out of Venngage. So it's not really even a comparison. Venngage has the ability to export PDFs accessibly, while Canva is failing in a lot of those areas for the export. If you want to try out Venngage for free, you can check out the link in the description of this video. And as always, I can be your champion for inclusion. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.